Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the Soul Tribe, guys. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you guys. Sending you so much love. Grand Rising, happy new week. So let's tap in, guys. If you're watching me during this live premiere, thank you, thank you, thank you. But you don't have to be. It's Timeless General Collective. So put yourself where you belong. It may or may not resonate from start to finish. Please discern, discern, discern. It is for entertainment purposes. It is YouTube. So I have the wide angle tarot charging with the Merlinite. So let's get tapped right in. Remember, put yourself where you belong. The shoe don't fit, don't wear it, Cinderella. Leave it for somebody it does, all right? Ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light, I call you into my beautiful space and I ask for a clear, precise channel message for those who are watching me right now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like my vibes, if the readings have been hitting, if you've been eating off my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Grab your tea, grab your chew, grab your drink. Do whatever you need to do to get comfortable because Tasha, me, is going to spill the tea. Straight, no chasing, no sugarcoating bullshit. It is what it is, guys. Cheers. I love yous and let's tap in. You are activating the earth. Ancestors, let's see what's going on here. Wow. Yeah, you got the justice. You are activating the earth. There is balance. A relationship, a friendship, partners, families, just the world in general, guys. It's a new age. And it's time to buckle up, buttercup, because things are about to get really fucking messy, but then they're going to get cleaned right the fuck up right afterwards. So remember, it gets messy before it gets clean, okay? So don't give up at the first sign of, struggle. Look, Two of Swords, because you're not seeing something. You could be blindfolded by the bullshit, so there's something happening in the background. Somebody may want to come in and bring you justice, but you're not seeing it. You may be, doing your own thing. Now, just because you don't see it in your face does not mean you don't feel it, though. So, you will know something's coming up, something is about to blow up, and it's a victory. Six of Wands. Wow, this victory is yours, my beautiful collective. No matter how many times people have tried to stop you, alienate you, call you down, put you in a corner, guess what? Your bounce back is epic every motherfucking time. Four of Cups. Now, a lot of people may have rejected you. Now somebody feels like they're going to be rejected. Somebody's watching you get victory. A lot of people are giving you this recognition. It's like you have this anointment on you, this ability to help others, and you don't want very much back. It's so funny that I say that. Okay, yesterday I did a trade. I did my gift for her gift, and her gift was this beautiful epic necklace. Now, I went to that Women's Day parade thingy the other day, and I bought these beautiful earrings from this beautiful Colombian lady. Oh, I could not buy them, okay? And yesterday, a friend of mine gave me this, and it matches. It's like perfect. My heart was like, oh, it's just meant to be. And it is. Everything is meant to be. So we have to find a silver lining in everything. Not everything is all heavy. Try to find a way to let go of that heaviness, to forgive. So that this way, when something comes in, you know it's yours. You know you worked for it. And if people feel some kind of way, that's a them problem. That's not a you problem. You stay in your lane, you drink your water, you mind your business, and you continuously keep getting beautiful things because the world is in your hands. A lot of people are watching you end cycles. And whoever has rejected you, there is no coming back. Now listen, you might have gave somebody a big fucking cup. A big cup. But they wanted third parties. And, well, the cycle has ended. You got victory over this. Now somebody's feeling rejected, or maybe somebody's rejecting the third parties and wanting you to come back and give them that full cup that you gave them before. But something's ending. Somebody, excuse me, is definitely watching you on the big world wide web. Let's see what else is coming out. And it's the Six of Swords. They're watching you move to calmer waters, but they know that you're not alone. They know that you have source, ancestors, beautiful protectors and bodyguards on the other side to help you end these cycles. And a lot of people don't have contracts with you anymore. So all they can do is watch you walk away from all the turbulence. This is your justice. This is why you're sitting pretty and, Stevie Wonder to the bullshit. Doesn't mean you don't feel it, though. You know, you feel this animosity, you feel this resentment, you feel this jealousy and this envy. And you got to be careful, guys. It's giving me Selena kind of energy. You know, a friend turns murderer. You know, so I don't know. It's an energy, okay? Somebody may have tried to assassinate your character, end you in some kind of way because they were jealous. You moved away from these people, person, places, things, and oh my God, judgment is there. Dun, 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 dun. Listen, guys, I am the real deal Holyfield. If I say it, if it comes in my mind, Zai, then I'm gonna say it. And look, it will come out in the card. Now, there could have been 3 or more people trying to end you. They judged you wrongly, falsely, but they didn't realize that there was a higher power judging them. So when one finger points at you, there's 10 pointing back. You moved away. You weren't alone. You weren't alone at all. And a lot of people are watching you just do your own thing. Ooh, 4 of Pentacles. Listen, you're holding on to whatever you got going on, whether this is a business, a relationship, friendships. You're holding these things very dear to your heart because you know there's a lot of people externally really holding on to your energy, trying to, you know, it's giving me this pick me kind of energy. And somebody's mad because you ain't picking nobody. Heart of the deck, it's the 2 of Wands. You're waiting for something bigger than anything that you've ever been put yourself into. It's like you have the world in your hands. When I say that, that's a big statement. So you have the choice. You're going to make the choice. So if you choose to be by yourself, you choose to work by yourself, you choose to live life by yourself, that's fine. That's your choice. But that doesn't mean you have to be like that. There is options in this world. But if you're choosing, it's a choice. So yes, you may have options, but you choose to be by yourself, or you choose to be with another person. You choose to go from one relationship to another relationship to another relationship without healing. These are choices, and we have a choice, but we have to take responsibility and the repercussions for our choices. So it's a double-edged sword, guys. Somebody knows you have the world in your hands, and you are definitely holding on to you, who you are. You're valuable. So you're the most valuable thing that you know, that you have in your whole life. So it's not about money. It's not about anything. It's not about the job and the car or the house. It's about you. You are the home. Okay? So you're born here by yourself, and you know, you may have a lot of people when you leave, but you're leaving by yourself. So we have to be okay with ourselves. And this is why people are watching. You be okay with yourself. No matter how many times people reject you, you don't reject yourself. And they always end up wanting to spin the block and rejecting all the people that they rejected you for and asking you for your forgiveness. Now, there is a fucking victory. And we are gonna... We're gonna get the panorama deck. Because something's about to move. You're about to shake the table. Something's about to move. Somebody may even try flip the table. Not yours. Somebody else's that may have been trying to jeopardize you, judge you falsely. I'm telling you, there's only one judge. And it's not here on the 3D, okay? So, and the law is not just. So don't worry about it. Everything gets worked out in the end. Okay, so let's move this a little bit so maybe you could see my cards. Because you know I love when you see my cards. So, let's clarify this. Ancestors, what's this? Justice. Well, I said a relationship, a partnership, family, something was coming in, right? The blue and the red coming together with this justice. Somebody is coming in to speak the truth. It could be an Aquarius energy. You could be the Aquarius energy. Very logical, okay? Very stoic, a little bit like, cutoff game is deadly, but you're logical, so you're fair. So fair is fair. Some people don't like fair. Fair can't, you know, fair isn't even fair to you sometimes, but fair is fair. It is what it is. We may not like fair, but fair is fair. Fair is coming in. Now, this could be a relationship, like a partnership. This is a divine kindred spouse, a kindred spirit, Okay, like I said, it doesn't have to be always a sexual relationship. Not everybody is looking for that. Some of us are choosing to be by ourselves because relationships have taught us it's better to be single because we haven't gotten the best relationships. It is what it is. So we still need to learn to heal situations so that we can get into them. It's choice. Choices, choices, choices. Somebody thought you didn't have free will. Free will is everything. You have the tenacity, the drive, the durability, the masculine, the feminine within yourself to really stand in your own power, speak your truth logically, cut things off at the fucking head, and get justice for yourself. You are walking justice. And somebody adores you. I'm not going to lie, okay? They may have had a choice. They may have, I don't know, maybe somebody's choosing you. I don't know, but they're looking at you like they want to be on, like, fuck, how do I explain this? They see you as like a whole nother planet, like a whole nother vibe, like there's a reason why you stay by yourself is because you are like a whole energy. Like when somebody's with you, it feels like they're out of this world. You know what I mean? Like things happen out of this world that don't usually happen when they're around other people. You are a mystery, and people are so confused. They're naive. They don't really see the truth of you. They know that you don't see things in your face, but you feel them and you see them in your mind's eye, so you're able to articulate to help others and to help yourself get out of whatever stuck feeling you're in, and to bring balance and equilibrium to the equation. You are a problem solver. Somebody was jealous of that ability to have your foresight, you know, to see beyond, to read the room. Page of Pentacles, wow. Yeah, and it's the Eight of Cups. Listen, it's the Page of Pentacles. It wants to come out in reverse. Somebody wanted you to continuously keep having to start back over again. But you walked away from that. You walked away from people treating you like you were a child, when you were always the one who was taking care of them. Very, very, very small-minded energy. They would always come to you and then get their victory in their life, but then leave you out. Now that you moved away from this naive feeling, this codependent energy of needing people around you, you got the victory. And these people no longer have the victory over you. Somebody really thought they had some kind of, I don't know. See, the Nine of Cups comes out. They were smug, but you're the fucking star. You really did heal a situation with the panoramic view. It's like you have this ability to see beyond. You are way higher than any of these people's vibrations could ever be. And somebody did not know how to handle you. So they fumbled you. They thought like you were like everybody else, but they also knew that you were magical. And this is why you're holding on to your energy, holding on to your resources, holding on to your love, because you're waiting for the right one. And ancestors are bringing this in. But there's a lot of options, all right? You have a lot of options. And just because you have a lot of options doesn't mean you go dilly-dallying all the options. You're a fucking genius. And geniuses know when not to do something. Okay? That's how you're getting the victory. It's the discipline. Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands. Now, somebody's feeling burdened. It could be a Leo, Aries, Sag. Maybe somebody's feeling burdened because you are getting victory and you're beautiful, self-sufficient, independent, and you're doing it with a lot of fucking... Somebody has got a hard on for it. A lot of people do. Okay? It is what it is, and they know that you're powerful beyond measure. Somebody judged you because of your looks alone. And they thought that it would burden you because of what other people were saying about you. You could care less. People could call you a fucking hoe for the motherfucking streets. You could care less because you know you're getting a victory. You know who you were, you know who you are, and you know where you're fucking going. So it really doesn't matter what people's opinions are, does it? Nope. That's why they're the ones who are burdened now, and they can't get victory with you. They want to spin the block and take back this beautiful love that you gave them before and throw these third parties away to the trash. But you remember what the fuck happened. You aren't going back unless somebody really makes right with themselves. It is what it is. They have to make right with themselves. It's about choices. Somebody doesn't know how to choose properly for themselves. It's never mind what you can do for others or what they can do for you. It's having a soft place to land at the end of the day, not expecting anything in return. Somebody took advantage of the love that you had, the authentic love, the unconditional love that you had. Now they can't go back to it. They're watching you have victory and they're feeling some kind of way because they got a big fucking heart on for you, and so does everybody else. That's what happens when you're untouchable. What's this Four of Cups, ancestors? It's the Four of Swords. Yeah, you definitely healed that heartbreak. You stood on the truth, and somebody's pissed the fuck off because the Knight of Swords is coming out in reverse. Somebody's pissed the fuck off that they can't heal the situation with you. They can't. They could, but they don't have the drive. They don't have the courage. They don't have the balls. Instead, they lie, they cheat, they steal, and then they expect to have a good life. Somebody tried to lie, cheat, and steal. Like, how do I say this? It's like they tried to trick you out your spot. They only tricked themselves out their spot at the end of the day. Now they're all watching you on the big world wide web and cycles, and they can't be part of your life because you've seen the heartbreak. You've seen the bigger picture of a situation, and something is about to just lean right the fuck out. Like somebody is maybe even linked, like, you know, too much drugs, too much alcohol, too much partying. That's what got them in this whole blockage in the first place. Somebody likes third parties, you know, likes their ego being boosted. And you refuse to cater to anybody's ego. You want them to have a good life. And that's the celebration with the Six of Wands. You see what I mean? You want people to have a good life. You want people to celebrate for a reason. All their victories, all their accomplishments, every little thing. Because that's what life is about, being in your purpose and having that encouragement. Now listen, a lot of people are celebrating you. They're celebrating you because you had the courage to end cycles. Even if you adored somebody, loved somebody with your whole fucking ass, you showed them your fucking ass. You showed them who you were and you walked away. Now these people can't do nothing but watch you and celebrate you from afar. They're celebrating you, and they do want to celebrate with you, but they celebrated with others and tried to get victory over you. You see how this is? It's like very backstabbing energy. It's like play in your face whole time, want to take your place, and then when they can't take your place, they want to jump ship. It's like can't beat them, join them kind of energy. Somebody knows they can't beat you, so they want to join with you and get the victory. Does that even make sense? You walked away. You've seen it for what it is. You know that if somebody invites you, but then all of a sudden they don't invite you anymore, there's an underlying issue. You know that it takes a couple seconds out of somebody's day to reply back, to answer back, to be there for you. But people aren't like that, so you're not fucking being nice. You're not catering to other people's egos. You're not going to be there when they want you to be there. Nope. You're cutting it off. If people wanted to make an effort, they would. If they wanted to do something, they would. And you know this because when you want to do something, you do. Hence why you got the victory with the ancestors, because the ancestors know what you do when nobody is watching. Ancestors, what's the Six of Swords? Yep, you got the Queen of Swords. You are very balanced, and your cutoff game is very deadly, and the person that you're going to be with, to have this family with, is the same kind of energy as you. They have no shame, and they will cut somebody off in a fucking heartbeat if their energy is weird. If people are acting weird, it is what it is. If somebody's telling you who you should be, how you should be doing it, what you should be doing with your life, you're cutting it off. Why? Because it's not their life. They can live their life, but they have a fucking strong opinion about you. These people need to sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, because you're tolerant to a fucking point. And after that, you start slaying. And what you say is facts. So it does. It puts somebody in their place. You can make somebody cry with your words. And somebody is crying in the background because you chose to walk away. Logically, fair is fair. Ancestors, one more. And there's the Page of Wands. You're good news. And you're getting good news because you walked away. Ancestors said, I seen you walking in this desolate, purgatory, desert-like energy. And you got yourself out of that all by yourself. You became your good news. You became your biggest cheerleader. You became your support system, your mother, your father, your best friend, your lover. And you spoke on the truth. Even if your voice shaked, you allowed people to come in and tell the truth, but they didn't. They didn't want to stand up for themselves. They didn't want to speak the truth. They didn't want to tell the truth about you or how they felt. So you walked away. It is what it is. Now these people are going through judgment. They want to be money hungry, superficial, then they get that shit taken away from them. Whatever they loved dearly, maybe somebody's waking up from an illusion, realizing they ain't got no motherfucking love in their life. They could have everything else in the world, but they ain't got no love because the self-love is lacking. So they judge others. Ancestors, what's this judgment? You cut it off. You allow people to come in. Even if it's a small offer, as long as it's a good news, you're going to allow them to come in. But you have protection. You have bodyguards on the other side that really do help you. You may look alone, but you're not really alone. That's why you can make the choices you make. You take healthy risks. You have healthy coping mechanisms to deal with situations so that this way you won't bleed onto others as was done to you. Ancestors, what's this judgment? Thank you. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. I am too legit to quit. I'm telling you, you're doing a happy dance. Maybe not because somebody is in a mental entrapment, a prison, a purgatory of their mind. This is not something that you do a happy dance for. But what I mean is, you're doing a happy dance because I'm giving you the clarification, or you're getting the clarification that this is what's going on. Like, this is what I mean. Like, because I'm so lit. Like, but you're not laughing at somebody because they're going through judgment. This is not a fun situation for somebody, okay? Because you see, they're praying. Somebody is definitely trying to pray to get themselves out of this mental entrapment. And it is necessary. They have to see themselves and reflect on their choices so they can choose differently. It's all about choices, guys. That's why we started it off. So the only way to get out of this mental imprisonment, purgatory, prison of the mind, a jail, is to tell the truth, to be honest. Who is keeping you in this? And it's usually just ourselves with our own thinking. The monkey mind is a big, loud voice in your head, but it's somebody else's words. It's your voice, but it's somebody else's words telling you you're not good enough. So you face your shadow, you do your shadow work, and you incorporate that shadow into you, and you realize that there's nothing fucking wrong with you. There was never anything wrong with you in the first place. You just listened to other people's what they wanted. You let the judgment seep into your soul. Once you remember who you are, you get out of this. And that's when you do the fucking happy dance, because you paid attention to synchronicities. You know, you feel. Even if you don't see it, you feel it. Yep. Wow, Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles. Somebody wants to spin the block and give back to you. Somebody took from you. Maybe even got in a relationship. I don't know, but you are getting in a full-blown marriage. Somebody knows that you don't have very many support system in your face, and that if you do get in a relationship, a partnership, or friendship, whatever, that it is very much, you know, gonna be just the two of you. Or, you know, it's very much, you love intimate settings. You love to be, you know, in a situation where you can get to know the person, not distracted. You don't like distractions. You want to know this person. You want to get to know this person. This person is going to get to know you. Take the time to really listen as you will listen to them. It is going to be an equilibrium. This is a divine partnership. And this is your judgment. This is your dharma. As others are going through karma for whatever they chose to do to you, that's on them. Like I said, you chose not to be in this mental entrapment, not to do unto others as they have done to you. Hence why you have beautiful blessings coming in. You have the victory 2 times. The Six of Wands. This is also 2 people getting victory in their own life to come together when the time is right. Divine timing. Somebody wants to give to you, okay? Now, they may have even said that you were needy, codependent, like you needed other people, but you're very generous. Somebody sees you being very generous to your community and beyond. And it's not about the money, but the heart, that you're valuable. You are the most valuable. This is why you have to take care of you. So when we take care of ourselves individually, we do make the world a better place. We can't make the world a better place by telling somebody what to do. No, you have to give them the space and the grace to make their mistakes so they can choose different for themselves. And somebody is watching you. Have all kinds of motherfucking options. And you're still waiting for that one. So you're holding out. Because somebody's in a fucking jail right now and it's causing a tower because your love is protected. Your love is protected. and you're waiting for the right one, the love that is just going to fill you up, be that soft place. It's going to take the time. It's not about that big expensive dinners, but who's sitting there with you at that motherfucking table, sweetheart. And sometimes it's better to eat alone. Sometimes it's safer to eat alone because people aren't ready for you. They don't know how to handle a person like you, so they're going to juggle you. They're going to mishandle you. They're going to abuse you. Until maybe one day. It's like that saying, you know, they're not going to understand the words that are coming out your mouth. Well, one day they're going to wake up and they're going to understand every single word you ever said. And that's what's going on. That's why somebody is in a mental entrapment. Because they want to come in as this knight in shining armor to the motherfucking star, to the Aquarius. Because they see that you see the bigger picture and that you are the healer. You can transmute and, you know, make things a beautiful life in this world and get somebody out of this Eight of Swords. Somebody knows they can get you out of an Eight of Swords as well. You know, I said it. You're holding out, right? Somebody needs to tell the truth. So let's see the season of the witch, and then we're going to clarify this with some more oracles. So what's the oracle message for this reading? My beautiful collective. I'm sorry. My camera's my camera's all wonky. My apologies, guys. Ancestors, what is the message from the season of the witch? We are in spring, guys, so Happy New Year. Something is about to be replanted, reborn. And it is the Fae. Okay? Somebody sees you as a fairy. An elemental messenger, okay? Ooh, excuse me. They fumbled you. They fumbled you. It says, not everything is as it seems. Be cautious, dear one, for there is a story beneath the tale. Somebody knows you have a story. And somebody said some far off lavish, like they made up stories about you. But somebody understands that there's truth underneath those stories. Then the truth is nothing of what they thought it was. You're magical. You are a magical motherfucking creature. That's why when people are around you, it's different. And that's why you keep to yourself, because you are magical. And people know that when they're around you. And that's why ancestors are kind of sheltering you. Remember, rejection is for your protection, guys. These people would not know how to handle you in the first place. Look, see, cow, because you're just a big motherfucking blessing. So, it's either a lesson or a blessing with you guys, and you really do see the silver lining. You learn off of every relationship, friendship, situationship that doesn't work out. You learn from the situation so you cannot do that again. So you can choose differently. Choose wisely. You choose your battles wisely. Hence why you're the cow. You're the cash cow. People see you as such too, and you're doing it all by yourself. You've always been this. This is why people leech and, you know, siphon your energy, and then they feel some kind of way when you're not around, because it's like they think that you're going to be down for the count, and then you end up raising above all of them at the end of the day because you were always the it person. They just siphoned you, made you look like you were something that you were not, so that they could make themselves look better. This is fucking weird, but that's what people be doing. That's why you don't mind cutting people off when they be acting fucking weird. Because you're the cow. It says, may the embrace of all that is nurturing you awaken in all that you are becoming. Somebody tried to sacrifice you so they can get a good harvest. This is what it comes down to, because they've seen you as the cash cow. And that's not fucking happening. The last one is the vision. You have the vision. You see clearly. Everybody's looking for a savior and they think it's going to be a man, and it's not a man, it's a woman. And that the men, the divine masculines, are going to serve, not in a bad way, but in an energetic way, the divine feminine. Time is changing. Things are shifting. The patriotic system is no longer on top. We are time for the matriotic system. It's time to understand that we are all one, and that it's time to heal. We are all self-healers. It's time to tap into this love. And if it ain't love, it ain't fucking in your face. And that's exactly the truth. And that's why people are feeling some kind of way, because they chose 3 cups, 3 empty cups over a full fucking cup that was from God, source, creator. It's like somebody wished for you, for an opportunity with you, and then they fumbled it. Now they're regretting it because now you have the vision. It says to find enlightenment, seek nowhere, for it lives within you. You don't have to seek no one or nothing because it's all within you. Hence why you're so fucking magical. Hence why you are a gift to this world and to whomever chooses to be in your life, because it's a choice. We all got choices, guys. I want to see what the heart of the deck is. And it's, wow, it's the sun god. There is a divine masculine who really sees you as this goddess, their goddess. I don't know. You have a lot of secret admirers. Like I said, you have a lot of options, but there's only really one cup, and you're waiting for that one cup. And you have no problem waiting because you know ancestors are bringing in just that one. Okay? Like I said, you never know what the fuck is in those cups. But you do have Cupid here, guys. So be careful and wait for that opportunity, because you have manifested something. An opportunity to move forward through all adversities. Why? Because you are the high priestess. I knew she was going to come out, because this reading is, you have this power, this enlightenment, this gift, and it's worth giving away, but a lot of people are trying to take advantage of that. So they're lying on your gifts, and then they end up lying on themselves, and then they end up having to spin the block and ask you for help. Because at the end of the day, these people adore you. They love you. They always have. But they fell some kind of way. It's like I said, that Selena, you have to be careful of the company you keep, because sometimes that envy turns to jealousy, turns to hate. Love turns to hate. And some people can't handle your shine, because they themselves inside feel about this fucking big. Especially because you're very intuitive and you see through the light and the dark. So you see right through them. But you don't judge them, but to them they feel like they're being judged. They're judging themselves, that's why they judge others. And they're scared that you're judging them. You're not judging them. You know that eventually they're going to have to face themselves. So it's not your job to judge them. They have a judge. Nobody in this fucking world that is walking and you can see has a right to judge you. I don't care what they have, a job, a badge, a big bank account. I don't care what their fucking position is. You can be a homeless person and you have rights. You are allowed to be you, who you are. It doesn't matter what you look like externally, but what you have inside of you. That radiates out. You are the star wherever the fuck you are. And sometimes God, Creator, Source will put us in a very dark situation to prove to us that we are the light. So we just have to look a little bit deeper, guys. Look a little bit bigger. Because something is big, big. And it's all yours. Okay? It says, come all, come now. Expand into the skies and into the shadows below. I told you. The light and the dark, they come together. We are one. And you have this vision. And somebody tried to sacrifice you because you are the cash cow. And because of your fairy energy. They tried to catch you. To hold you. To kidnap you. To clip your fucking wings. Oh my God. You didn't need wings to fly, and you just proved that. Time and time again. After every person that tries to come up against you. They're still riding off in the motherfucking sunset. What happy. Successful. You may not have what everybody else thinks success looks like. But it doesn't matter, because you know you. You know what you've accomplished, and you know where you're going. That's what matters the most. So give yourself a pat on the back once in a while. Remember how far you have come and what you have accomplished. It's not about overcoming others or having a victory over others, but having victory over yourself and looking back and saying, wow, I may have chose that before, but I grew so much that now I choose differently. That's that happy dance. That's what somebody is realizing. It's the aha moment. Standing in your power, speaking your truth, and not caring what everybody else thinks gives you that success, that happiness, that vitality. So, let's see. Let's get some tea and let's clarify this. Ancestors, what's this? Justice, King of Swords, and Lovers. sorry, not sorry. Somebody is very unremorseful. They're trying to avoid accountability and neglecting responsibilities. This is why justice is coming in, okay? Somebody may have wanted to get in a relationship with you, but they weren't up to par. So you decided, like I said earlier, right? It's like some people, you get into relationships and they just show you that it's better to be alone. That's exactly what's going on, because somebody is never going to really truly apologize. Not for what they did. Not for the shady shenanigans that they chose to do in the background that they thought people weren't going to see. At the end of the day, they're not going to apologize for being wishy-washy with you. Somebody was naive. They did not see you for who you were, so you walked away with the Eight of Swords, because we're Eight of Cups, because we're clarifying Page of Pentacles, Eight of Cups with the Two of Swords. Somebody was naive. They didn't see you. They thought you were the childish one. You were childlike. There's a difference. What the fuck? You healed your inner child. You want to be soft. And you want people to be around who keep you soft. But because you were in your soft guy, soft girl era, they fucking tried to punk you out. And, well, you started all back over again, got it right out the fucking mud, and walked away. You probably didn't even have a fucking pentacle when you walked away, but you still chose to walk away into a new chapter. And now in this eclipse, that's what somebody else is doing. I'm not going to lie, that's what somebody's doing. And they think by doing that, they're going to get a victory with you. We'll see. They have mixed emotions, very unclear, wishy-washy, and somebody's probably not going to apologize what they did in the past. They're sorry, though. For choosing an imposter over you. Oh, or for being a fucking imposter. It is what it is, guys. Could be Leo, Aries, Sag. Somebody is feeling burdened, and it's the imposter because they can't be you. They can't even walk a fucking mile in your footsteps. You still get the victory, and this imposter's mad. They tried to fraud you, okay? Steal something from you, maybe your identity. But they tried to fake it till they made it. They never made it. They always did something second. They're being seen as a falsie. But somebody tried to say that you were the one, that you were the imposter. And that you got this victory in some kind of way, like paid your sponsorships or all kinds of stuff, like maybe you paid for views. I don't know, something stupid like that, but you've never not once done this. Never not once. And somebody is an imposter, they do this. And then they try to get all the clout for everybody else's work. You've seen it. You might have called this out and said something. Maybe it was a boss, so they had power over you in some kind of way. So they made you look bad to the group. So that this way, their boss, because everybody's got a fucking boss, gets on you. Somebody had an imposter syndrome. They really thought they were better than you. You have the ability to lead, but you choose not to lead. Because you don't want that. You just want to move and hope that people will move the right way as well. You lead by example. You don't want to fucking tell people what to do, because you know when you tell somebody what to do, they're usually going to do the opposite. So it is what it is. Somebody is an imposter and they're the opposite of you. They could never. Okay? And you're getting the victory. You're doing it beautifully. People can say all kinds of nasty, mean stuff about you, but at the end of the day, it's just a projection, okay? Repo. All these people are getting everything repossessed. I'm telling you, it's like when you walked away from somebody and ended a cycle, everything was taken from them. It's like the ancestors seeing that somebody was just playing house. They weren't really authentic, you know? They weren't really there for the real reasons. Somebody tried to take everything from you. Like really everything from you. And you had to heal from it. It broke your heart. Now these people who have done this to you in the past have no access to you anymore, because you see them as frenemies. You thought that they were your friends, but they're not really there for you. I already said it. They invite you places, but then at the last minute, they not invite you, or they not show up, or, you know, stupid things like this. But because you're reliable, responsible, and resilient, they think that you're always going to be there when they need you. It's really fucked up, but the fact that you don't need these people, you don't mind walking away from them. You're more than capable of taking care of yourself, because you took care of these fucking degenerates for so long. And all they did was try to throw you under the bus. You've seen when they were struggling. They didn't have to ask. You helped them. They seen you struggling. What they do, they try to kick you and throw you under the bus. I'm telling you, you've seen it for what it is. All these hidden attentions, these two-faced energies. And somebody is seeing the truth of a situation as well. There was a lot of people who were very jealous of somebody for having you in their life. So they self-sabotage the situation. They try to get somebody to think very bad things about you so that they would sabotage the relationship with you. And well, it worked. Now somebody's feeling stupid and wants to celebrate with you now because you have walked away and stood in your power, getting the victory. Somebody's pissed the fuck off. There could be a lot of people pissed the fuck off because somebody's still choosing you or because you're still choosing yourself after somebody tried to treat you like a rebound. I don't know. Somebody is unpredictable, okay? And they go with any Tom, Dick, and Harry, Sam, Sally, or Sue who shows them any fucking affection or attention. And you're not dealing with this. You don't want to pick me, a groupie, a fucking dirty dick, stinky coochie kind of bitch guy or whatever. You're not dealing with this, so you stood in the truth. You allowed people to come in, to tell the truth, to be honest, to apologize, to own up to their shit, but they wouldn't. They're unremorseful. They're avoiding accountability and they're neglecting their responsibilities. So this girl, guy, whatever, they don't take care of their kids. They can't fucking pay no bills and they want you to do everything for them and you had to kick them to the curb. And they try to choose a rebound over you and make you feel bad and now they want to regret. They regret picking the third parties over you and want to spin the block because now everything is being repossessed from them because the company you keep. Choices. The fucking choices. I'm so sorry about this thing, but the choices. Something's about to, like I said, it is getting all shook up. What's that song? It's Elvis. Return to sender. One last. It's like no known address. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody really tried to send you some stupid shit and tried to hook up with your friends, your family, whoever the fuck, so that you could feel some kind of way. All you look at them is like dirty. And they do. They feel stupid for this. Flynn, this friends with benefits, this non-conformative energy that they chose over true love. Because now, this is why you choose to be single. Somebody really broke your heart. You really don't want to be with anybody else. But that doesn't mean that love is not coming in, okay? So do the proper work necessary in order for you to be ready for this so that you don't bleed onto others as was done to you. It is what it is. Wow. Because you're taking the high road because somebody was a lazy lover. It is what it is. They were a lazy daisy. They didn't even put no fucking time into the situation, no love into you. But they wanted you to give them everything. Make that make sense, guys. You took the high road. You're completely fucking unbothered. You brush shit off. You know that if somebody chose the lesser of the person, that's fine. It's only because they couldn't raise above and do the fucking necessary work in order to get you. It is what it is. So they downgraded. That's fine. But they can't come spin the block and think that you're going to just forgive them just like that. It's just not that easy. You moved past shit. You forgave. But that doesn't mean you forgive. Come on, guys. Somebody is fucking unmotivated. And you see them as such. A procrastinator. They'll wait and wait and wait. Get all fucking in their head. They'll listen to everybody else. You ain't got no fucking time for childish fucking small-minded games like this. And putting things off. And beating around the bush. And being sarcastic. And you don't have no time for this. If people can't be straightforward with you and a fucking adult, then they're not your friend. You know where they sit. You know where they lie. And you will heal from the situation. And I promise you, whatever you love, you will go towards. Whatever you love comes towards you. You are a magnet. And you are valuable. And you are magic. In everything you do. Everywhere you go. You bring this light, this love, this... And you give no fucks about what people say. Because you know your life. And people do too, guys. Somebody discarded you and you're just like, that's fine. That's fine. You're unfazed. You're unbothered. You're carefree. You're bossing the fuck up. I don't make it up. You're bossing the fuck up. You have this self-empowerment, this independent living. And a lot of people are jealous of that because they need others to hold their fucking hand or hold their dick while they piss. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You lead the pack and you don't even want to. And you're about to go viral. A lot of people are watching you on the big World Wide Web, and it's because they don't have access to you in real life. So they could say it and make up all kinds of stories, but they're just jealous because they don't even know shit. They don't know nothing. Heart of the deck. Yeah, they can call you a Cyrus. They could say you're alluring people in with sex, drugs, rock and roll, and all kinds of stupid shit. But at the end of the day, it's just a fucking projection. They're just mad because you can be fully dressed and you're still going to attract a lot of people. And they can make up the stories all they want, but you know the true you. And that's why you're going viral. Because ancestors got your back. You're gaining attention in all the right ways. You don't got to go on this, you know, you don't need to be pay for play or go on the TV and get naked. No, you just need to speak the truth. Be honest to yourself. And if people wanted to be written in your story better, then they would act right. So it is what it is. Be honest, speak your truth. And these imposters, they're only mad because their envy turned to hate. They hate you because they can't be you. They can't replace you. They can't own up to what the fuck they did to you. And whatever karma they're going through is because of that. And they know it. They know it. So let's get the closing message from the St. Francis Oracle deck to bring this all together, my beautiful collective. You definitely walked away and planted a seed in yourself. And now you're blooming. And it is number 16, reduced down to a 7. Now this came out yesterday, so I'm going to get another one. But if you watched yesterday's reading, I suggest you watch it again. That's under the mask, okay? You really did take the mask off. You've seen who you were, and you accepted who you were, the flaws and all. And now somebody is going to accept you. It's time to rest. You ain't need to do very much, okay? And everything's going to come to you. Don't worry about it. Don't be chasing nobody. It's not fucking worth it. Not at all. Number 22, you are master number 22. 22 reduced down to a 4. You have stability, grace, foundation, and you give people the grace to learn their mistakes and learn a different way on their own. You're not here to hold nobody's hand, okay? It is what it is. You can't save anybody but yourself. And when we save ourselves, we could lead others to saving themselves as well by our actions. And that's it. That's all. So number 22, prisoner of mourning, okay? Disappointment, legacy, and lost love. You have given your emotional energy to others and may now be feeling let down, disappointed, or vulnerable. There is a confusion around you as to where things went wrong, as when you fall in love, you love completely and you put all your love into a relationship. Be sure that the issue was not with you. The timing of the union was just not right, and someone better will come along in your life, and the anger and hurt you feel now will seem a million miles away. Love will soon come into your life again. Any negative feelings you now hold will disappear. The tide is about to turn for you. You may not know at this stage what you need, but you certainly know what you no longer require. Your vulnerability at this time is understandable, but do not let negative experiences hold you back. Remind yourself that you are a beautiful soul and you deserve better. Okay, so do you want to read the 16? Just in case you didn't watch the reading the other day. So under the mask, confidence, putting the past behind you. Through experience, your confidence is growing. You no longer need to hide behind others. At last, you see and accept yourself for the wonderful individual in your own right. You are looking for new challenges which will inspire and drive you. There is no time to waste as you are ready for action. Tears of sadness are now long gone. Those difficult experiences were a huge learning opportunity, but you have learned difficult lessons and now realize they have made you who you are today. You may feel you have a way to go before you fully feel confident, but you are on the right path and getting there. So take one day at a time, and each day that passes, you will move closer to your goals. So keep moving forward. Remember, go with love. If it's not love, then you're going to miss out. So go with love. So let's get the last closing message from the Starseed Oracle deck. For my beautiful Starseed, elect ones, chosen ones, divine feminine, divine masculine, indigo children. This reading is for you. I hope you've been getting something from my readings. Wow, we just need one, guys. You are definitely watering your garden, guys. Definitely watering your garden. Ancestors, just one message, please. And we have wait. Okay, wait. It says, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. Like I said, there's no rush. No need to rush. Everything's in divine timing. Everything is working it out in the right time, okay? So don't even sweat it. So, wait. It's not yet time. In our fast, loud, receptive, competitive world where an instant response is so often expected and at times even currency, it can feel almost impossible to take a breath, let alone give ourselves space to rest, wait, and reset. We're often so in overdrive, expecting impetuously results over and over and again, and when guidance doesn't come at its extreme speeds, it can feel as though something's gone wrong. But often, not receiving guidance is guidance in itself. And when asked for guidance and don't receive it, it can often mean, wait, it's not yet time. The details are being woven. You see how that's written? Our challenge is to keep trusting when, on the surface, it appears that nothing is happening. To remember that no matter how long or bitter the winter, spring always comes. To remember that you don't need to solve all the world's problems in one single day, and that perhaps you'll be better solved with some perspective and a good night's sleep. This card is your permission to slip, to slow down, to switch off, and to rest. You're being reminded to have patience and to trust the mysteries of life. To trust that things are being woven on your behalf, and it may not happen at the timeline you'd like, but it's gathering up the patience. It will be orchestrated better than you could ever imagine. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you slow down, be more patient, and wait? Somebody's mad at your patience because you're patiently waiting for what the fuck you deserve. Because you deserve nothing but the best. And you're waiting for that. Ancestors, spirit guides, let's get the last closing message from the spirit animal. This could be your totem. This could be somebody else's. This could just be a spirit animal that's circling the energy to give you some guidance. Okay, so we have the moth. Okay. The moth. And this is the air. Okay, so somebody wants to talk to you. Could be a moth, guys. I got the moth here, my death moth, for all my passed over soldiers. So, moth. Impulsive, hasty, and wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy situations or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, and burnt out. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. When in balance, eccentric and wistfully. When out of balance, idealizes others and jittery. And to bring into balance, finish a project. Somebody starts things and just doesn't know how to finish it because they don't have that grit. They really do run away from things when they get too hard. No, it's like that saying that, that 50 Cent said. He's like, what am I supposed to do? Run home to get me? There ain't nobody there. Not many people understand that. And somebody is realizing that. You ain't never had no one to run to. No one, you couldn't run away from situations. You had to face them because you had nobody to run to help you in the situations. So you be embarrassing yourself sometimes because you got to do what you got to do because ain't nobody else going to stand up for you. But the ancestors, though. Somebody really, really is played you. They played themselves is what it comes down to. They're feeling really jackashes. Because at the end of the day, you're still healing. And it's pissing a lot of people off because they have this blocked throat chakra. They cannot speak the truth. They're stuck in the lower chakras of sex and egotism and greed and war and, but they can't raise their fucking vibrations to start manifesting and transmuting and using that secretion that they keep giving to other bitches, other guys, and manifesting. Somebody's mad at you because you can alchemicalize your fucking energy and get what the fuck you want. And somebody wants to sweep you off your feet because you sweep yourself off your feet, guys. I love you. I love this. So I hope this helps. I hope this gives you some clarity. Something's going around quickly, guys. And there's a lot of petty ass fucking people in the background making up lies because you got this chemistry. You got this passion. Things are gonna heat up, guys. And there is a lot of fucking petty people with their small minds causing insignificant drama, but you don't care. You cut them off. You don't give a fuck, and somebody should not care either. I love you guys. I'll see you when I see you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. Mwah. I love you.